Hi, Scorpio. My name is Darlene Dotson, and this is your Destiny of Truth for December of 2020. And just to let you know, I'm using the old-fashioned way and just got some aspects wrote down because I don't have time to go through everything. So we're just going to go by the aspects for the month and just talk a little bit about them and what they can mean to you. On the first, we have Mercury entering Sagittarius in your second house. And pretty much your thoughts are on your money, okay? You want to increase your money. You want to take action and get things done. But your thoughts are most definitely on your money. And on the 4th, we have Mercury in the Sagittarius in your second house. And that's trining Chiron in Aries in your 6th house. And pretty much, again, your thoughts are on your money, okay? And you're trying to figure out how to make your health better and how to make your work life better because, there's issues going on there and, who really doesn't have them with this pandemic happening. But that you've got to take action because you need to heal these issues that are happening financially for you. Now, on the 5th, we have Venus in Scorpio in the 1st house, trining Neptune in Pisces in your 5th house. So right now, you're very passionate and very loving to the people around you, and you're also loving yourself. And in the process, it's helping the relationship with your children or your creative life or your dating life. You're finding those things that give you joy and happiness. You're finding what that actually is. Now, on the 9th, we have the Sun in Sagittarius in the 2nd house, squaring Neptune in Pisces in the 5th house. And your finances, okay, are definitely getting in the way of your dreams. Whether that dream have to be with your creative pursuits, with your dating life, with your children, or whatever brings you joy and pleasure. You are finding that your financial situation right now is a little bit challenging, and this is getting in the way of those areas. Now on the 10th, we have Venus in Scorpio in the 1st house, sextiling Pluto in Capricorn in the 3rd house. And with Venus being in Scorpio in the 1st, you are pretty much the star of the show. People are listening to you. You're being very loving with other individuals. You're very passionate about what you're doing. And because of this, people are drawn to you. But you've also got to work on how you communicate with others. Changes have to happen in that communication sector for you in order to get the most out of this transit, and especially with it being a sextile, because a sextile says you've got to work to get it accomplished. It's not going to happen on its own. So if you do the work, you're going to transform the way you communicate. Now on the 10th, we have the sun in Sagittarius in your second house, trining Mars and Aries in your sixth house. And let's just say that's going to be a good financial day if you put your energy into your work life or into your health life, because the sun can also be your ethics and morals. So if you're, working out and putting your actions there, things are going to start to show there. Now, on the 13th, we have Mercury in Sagittarius in the second house, and that's squaring Neptune in Pisces in the fifth house. And while you're taking action in a way to make money, and and you're also speaking your ethics and morals, with it being Mercury, okay, that you're voicing these ethics and morals, but your creative projects, something's going on with them where it's just not going in the way that you want it to go right now. But it's a challenging aspect, and that's what happens. It makes us overcome the challenge to get what we really want, because a challenge is always put there before us to see how bad we want something. Because if we want something bad enough, then we're going to overcome the challenge. But if we don't, we're going to give up and throw it away. Now, on the 14th, we have a solar eclipse in Sagittarius in your second house. And that, okay, for you, because it is your second house, it's a new beginning that has to do with your ethics and morals and your finances. But on the same sense, just the day before, we have that challenging aspect between Mercury and Neptune, to where, you're just not going to deal with this anymore. You want to move forward in your finances. So you're going to find a way, Then on the 14th, we've got Mercury in Sagittarius in the second house, trining Mars in Aries in the sixth house. Well, again, with Sagittarius in the, second house and it being Mercury, you're doing a lot of thinking about your finances. And you know that you've got to take action where your work is concerned and where your health is concerned, in order to transform this situation with your money. Now, on the 15th, we have Venus entering Sagittarius in the second. And pretty much where the focus was on things, all things before, you are now going to be focused on doing things from your values, doing things that are going to financially carry you forward. And on the 16th, we have Saturn entering Aquarius in your fourth house. And yes, you have felt restricted in your home life, okay? And in being secure there, you've felt, you've just been feeling restricted there. And for me, I am a Scorpio, so I can relate to this because my natal Saturn is in Aquarius in the first house. And I have definitely been feeling restricted there, about the things I want to do with my home. But the good thing is on the 19th 19th, we have Jupiter going into Aquarius, also in our 4th house. So we're going to start to feel more positive about things. We're going to start to feel like we can accomplish things. But we also know that we got to be flexible here in order for things to change in our home. Then on the 19th, we also have the Sun in Sagittarius conjuncting Mercury in our 2nd house. And pretty much your thoughts are in line with what you want with your finances. So you are going to start moving forward with this. Now, on the 20th, okay, we have Mercury in Capricorn in the 3rd house. Now, basically what's happening here with Mercury in Capricorn in the 3rd house, you are going to be more practical in your communications. You want to be secure in what you say. You want to think things out before you actually say them. And I'm laughing because here I'm just going by a little chart and winging it because I just don't have time in my life to have it pre-planned. So, but it's telling me on the 20th, I'm going to want to start to pre-plan and think about what I'm actually talking about. And on the 21st, my Sun says that I'm going to start doing it because the Sun moves into Capricorn in my 3rd house. So I'm going to start, voicing my opinion in a practical way. And then on the 21st, we also have Jupiter conjunct Saturn in Aquarius in the 4th house. And you are going to move forward in home matters, okay? But you're going to have to be practical because it's conjunct Saturn. It's not going to be just let's be joyful and, everything will work out. You're going to have to make your own luck. And that's by being practical. And you're also going to have to do what's right for everybody and not just yourself. Now on the 23rd, we have got Mars in Aries in the 6th house, and that is square Pluto in Capricorn in the 3rd house. Now here you're pretty much, you're looking at your actions in your work life and with your health, and you're looking at how maybe you need to change your communication there or your day-to-day routine or just, the distances that you're traveling or where you're traveling to in doing your day-to-day life. Now, on the 24th, we have Mercury in Capricorn in the 3rd, and that's trine Uranus in Taurus in the 7th. And here it says you're going to be communicating and making changes within a partnership that you're in order to bring it to a more stable place. Then on the 27th, okay, you are also, going to be communicating with others or your day-to-day environment. You're looking at your day-to-day environment and how you need to make changes to become more stable again in those partnerships that you have. Then we have the full moon in Cancer, okay, on the 29th. Now, for you, Cancer, let's see. I didn't even mark what house it was. So bear with me a minute. For Sagittarius. Okay. Scorpio. The opposite is Taurus. Oh, okay. For you, this would be, Taurus would be your opposite. That would be your 7th. My mind is going blank, people. Been doing it too long already. Okay, Taurus. And then after Taurus, we have Gemini. Okay, it's your 9th house. So you have a full moon in Cancer in the 9th house. You have an emotional ending happening, whether it be in your philosophies, in travel. Okay, it could be with the government. It could be trying to think of what else it could be. Publishing, broadcasting. You just have some type of emotional ending happening that has to do with a home situation, but it also has to do, with publishing, broadcasting, philosophies, government, all of these issues. Now on the 30th, we have Venus in Sagittarius in the 2nd house, and that is square. Okay, Neptune in Pisces in your 5th house. And again, you're focused on making money right now. And with it being a squared Neptune in your 5th house, it's you're focused on your money is also getting in the way of what you want with your children, with your creative life, your dating life. If you're focused on making money and you're like me, you pretty much don't have a dating life. So, and you need to find, I guess, time for that is what it's saying. And on the 31st, which I am including because that is New Year's Eve, we have the moon in Leo in the 10th house. And you are known for something, and you're going to be showing your light in that area, okay? In whatever way you show your light is how you will be doing it. It's something that brings you much happiness. So, all right, Scorpio, that is the astrology, and I am using the goddess cards for you for the month of December. And so let's see what the goddess cards have to say. Scorpio, tell me. Bronwyn. It's forgiveness, okay? It's saying that you need to forgive others for their transgressions against you. If you want others to forgive you for the things that you do, then you need to forgive others for the things that they do. And I know this from personal experience in my past, we tend to hold on to the past for a very long time. We stew in it, and then we, hold on to it to where it harms our own self. And in order for us to move forward in a life that's happy and healthy for us, we need to forgive others that have hurt us. And that's probably where the communication comes in, because let's face it, you know, we can become very sharp when we're trying to make our point onto others. And, you know, that's not helping us with where we want to go neither. But we do need to learn to forgive others in order for us to move forward in a way that's healthy and happy for us. So all I can say, Scorpio, is I hope this month that you let go of everything that's kept you in place and holding you in place in 2020. Okay? If you want a great 2021, I want you to get rid of what no longer is serving your growth. And I will see you next year. Have a great December. Bye.